Welcome back to the official Thompson Resume Writing Company YouTube channel. I am Tamika Thompson and I am the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company, and this video is going to be the first of a new series that I will be launching to my channel called Tamika's Takes, where I will be giving my thoughts and opinions on trending career topics. Now for this first video, I want to get into the topic of this ongoing war that I've been seeing between small business owners and entrepreneurs and 9-to-5 workers and career professionals. For whatever reason, these two have been going at it on social media, and I have seen some of the shadiest posts, and I hate to see it. So as you guys know, I come from both worlds. I've been running my small business, my resume writing business, for over 6 years, but I also have my 9-to-5 career, and I do not plan on letting it go anytime soon, especially since I just landed my dream job and landed my very first 6-figure role. Regardless of the choice that you choose for your professional life, however way you decide to make money, whether it's working for an employer and having a steady paycheck coming in to support your family, or just because that's what you prefer, or if you decide to start your own company and you enjoy the flexibility of not having to wake up every day at 8:30 a.m. Maybe you wake up at 1 p.m. and you only work a couple of hours a day. That's good and dandy, but you don't have the right to throw shade at somebody else. So I wanted to go ahead and discuss some of the things that I've been seeing and also kind of debunk some myths that I've been seeing as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. The main thing that I see entrepreneurs and small business owners say about 9-to-5 workers and career professionals is that they are lazy and unambitious and that they don't have any drive, simply because they are not their own boss and because they still work for somebody else. And that could not be further from the truth. I have seen lazy entrepreneurs in the same way that I have seen lazy 9-to-5 workers and career professionals. So those terms or those traits are not relative to someone's career paths and what they do and their title. That is simply a character trait or a flaw that can be related to anybody. I have come across resumes of career professionals who are killing it, like senior executives, managers, directors who are really making impact in their day-to-day roles, and they're bringing about change, they're getting promoted. I've seen resumes of people who are always constantly in school, people who have MBAs, PhDs, and who are still getting certifications and licenses, in the same way that I've seen entrepreneurs grow their businesses to achieve or exceed 6 figures, or turn their thoughts and ideas into million-dollar businesses and multiple streams of income. So ambition and drive, those are terms that are relative to a person. Those are traits that anybody can have. Someone who's naturally a go-getter and who is going to be a high achiever. It's not relative to an entrepreneur or a 9-to-5 worker, in the same way that I'm ambitious and I am both. So I want my entrepreneurs to stop saying that because a 9-to-5 worker still works for somebody else and they still, have a paycheck that's the same amount of money every 2 weeks, every week, every month, whatever, that they're not ambitious, because that is not the case. It takes a lot of ambition to start your own business, yes, but it also takes a lot of ambition to meet your KPIs, meet your performance metrics, show in and day out, and give 100% no matter what the company or what the business is going through or what someone may be going through in their personal life. In the same way that someone has business goals that they may be striving to achieve, people also have career goals that they are striving to achieve. You have people who are on their way to becoming a vice president of a company one day. You have people who are on their way to wanting to become manager or senior director one day. You have people who are wanting to, transition into different departments or increase their salary or achieve a certain salary or income threshold. That is still ambitious, even though they're not working for themselves. So all this, if you're not your own boss, you're not ambitious, you're not lazy, please cut that out, because it's not true. Another thing that I see entrepreneurs say is that it's whack if you have a 9-to-5 because you're making somebody else's dreams come true or you're making someone else money. Yes, that's the case, but you are also getting paid for it. Let's just be real. Sometimes when you are an entrepreneur, you don't even always achieve your dreams or your goals. There is nothing wrong with helping a company or assisting in a company meet its goals, contributing to the bottom line or whatever, because you are getting paid to do it. People act like 9-to-5 workers aren't getting paid for what they do. Now, yes, you have some people who are underpaid, and there are such things as wage gap, gender pay gap, and things like that. But that's where advocating for yourself and negotiating your salary and job hopping if you need to find a better job, to make more money comes into play. But helping someone else's dream come true is not a bad thing. That's why companies need workers in the first place. You don't see Jeff Bezos being the customer service representative of his own company. You don't see him doing the marketing of his own company. No, he's hiring marketing people, he's hiring customer service people to join his company because Jeff Bezos has a goal. And there's nothing wrong for working for Jeff Bezos to help that company, Amazon, achieve whatever goal he has for the company. That is why jobs exist. If jobs did not exist, if companies did not exist, and companies didn't have goals, the economy would be trash. Let's face it, we cannot all be entrepreneurs and small business owners. The beauty is that we all have a choice. But stop saying that simply because you're making someone else's dreams come true, that's whack and that's trash, because it's not true. You can work a 9-to-5 and still make your own dreams come true in the same way that I did. So with my salary or with my pay that I was making for my 9-to-5, I decided to start my own business. I decided to pay off my car. I decided to contribute more to my retirement. I decided to pay off my credit cards. I made a travel list of all of the places I wanted to go and all of my dream vacations. Like, that was still a goal for me. Use your pay and your salary to achieve your own goal, whether that's buying a house, starting a family, taking a dream trip to Greece, or being able to, go back to school, being able to pay off student loans. You can use your full-time paycheck to achieve your dream. And if you are a small business owner or an entrepreneur, if your dream is ultimately starting your business, that's great. But you do not need to shame someone else because they are making someone else's goals and dreams come true. Now, on the flip side, I do see my 9-to-5 workers and my career professionals talk about how they are guaranteed a steady paycheck every month or every 2 weeks, and sometimes entrepreneurs don't. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, there's nothing wrong with that. It takes some time to get your business to a place where the income or the revenue or the profit that you're making is consistent. And even once you get to a certain point in your business, you may still have months where you make more and you'll have months where you make less. Sometimes every month it will fluctuate. Sometimes you'll have a really good year. Sometimes you'll have a really trash year. Sometimes with working a 9-to-5, there is more consistency in terms of the amount of money that you're bringing in every single month. And honestly, there is nothing wrong with that. As somebody who runs my own business, I can honestly say my income month to month with my business fluctuates. Now, I am working on that, and I do have a plan to where I am looking to be able to make at least a minimum a certain amount of money every month. But building up to that takes some time. But I'm really grateful that I still have a 9-to-5 paycheck so that no matter how many clients come in and how much money I make with resumes, I know that I have X amount of dollars coming in, and at least that covers all of my living expenses, so that I know that at the very bare minimum, my living expenses and a little bit more are covered with my full-time paycheck. You have some small business owners and entrepreneurs who have just started out, or maybe they've been running their business for quite some time and they're still at a place where some months they break even, some months they make a profit, and sometimes they're in the negative and sometimes they're in the red. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, it boils down to choice. For me, I choose stability and consistency in terms of income and pay and salary based off of my lifestyle and the type of lifestyle that I live, over being able to have the freedom to make my own schedule and, run my business full time and things like that. Again, there's nothing wrong with either or. It is a choice. If you don't mind, having some months where you may not make a profit, but you really value your flexibility and your freedom, then by all means, that's cool that, you're running your own business and some months you make a profit and some months you don't. Maybe the fact that your business is not as consistent or stable income-wise as you would like it to be is driving you to continue moving forward in your small business or your entrepreneurship journey, and you have a set plan on how you're going to get there. Either way, stability is a perk of a full-time paycheck, but that's not to say that you can't grow your business to the point where the income and the revenue and the profit that you're making from your business is consistent and stable. Again, it boils down to whatever works best for you, and there's no need to shame an entrepreneur if you're a career professional, and there's no need to shade a career professional or a worker or a 9-to-5 worker if you are an entrepreneur. Another thing that I'll see 9-to-5 workers say is a perk of being a career professional or having a 9-to-5 is that there is more structure and more stability versus entrepreneurs who they think wake up every day and just choose to kind of live life on the edge, and they don't really have any structure to their day. Now, don't get me wrong, as someone who is a big fan of structure, I love waking up every single day knowing exactly what my day is going to be like day in and day out as a 9-to-5 worker. I know that every day I'm logging into my computer around 7:30, maybe 7 o'clock, and I know that around 5 o'clock that is when my day is going to end, and from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. I'm going to be working on resume related whatever. But this is not to say that as a full-time entrepreneur your day is going to be all over the place and it's not going to have any structure. Now, there are some people who run businesses and they operate like that, where from day to day it fluctuates and it changes. One day they may work 4 hours, one day they may pull an all-nighter, one day they may only work 1 hour, one day they take off. And then you have some entrepreneurs who are like me, they are structured, and so they structure their business according to what works for them or the type of schedule that they want to work. In the same way that a 9-to-5 worker or a career professional is going to have set hours, an entrepreneur can also have set hours. So an entrepreneur can choose to work a 9-to-5 schedule even though they run their small business. So they may have an office, or they may be running their operations from 9 to 5 or from 7:30 to 5. The only difference is that they are working for themselves and not somebody else. So career professionals, I want you to stop tooting structure and stability as the number one perk and the main perk of working for someone else or having a day job, because literally entrepreneurs can do the exact same thing. It just looks different. So that is my take on this topic. I hope it didn't seem like I chose sides, and I hate to straddle the fence, but again, at the end of the day, I see the pros and cons of each, and I just want each group to respect one another. Okay, my 9-to-5 workers, stop dissing my entrepreneurs. My entrepreneurs, please stop dissing 9-to-5 workers. We all play a crucial role in society and in the world. 9-to-5 workers matter in the same way that entrepreneurs matter. We all contribute to this world in some way, shape, or fashion. I would be interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are a 9-to-5 worker, do you agree or disagree with some of the things I said? If you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, do you agree or disagree with some of the things that I've said? Go ahead and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time with another Tamika's Take. Thank you guys. Bye.